Keystone students and families, thank you so much for joining us today. I will be interviewing one of Keystone's teachers, Mr. Carlick, to talk about a wonderful happening with our Keystone Robotics Club. So we have some great news. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Mr. Carlick to introduce himself and to talk a little bit about that awesome news that we have coming about the Robotics Club.
So, hi everyone. Yeah, I'm Mr. Carlick. I've been teaching with Keystone since 2006. And I guess for the past 4 years now, Keystone's been involved in the Robotics League competition. And this is the fourth year that we have qualified for the finals.
Awesome. So what are the finals? So I guess before we get to that, where have you been so far this year? Like where did you start? Like what have you already done that has led up to this final competition?
So, that's a great question. Around December, teams consisted of all across our nation from Washington, California, Texas, Washington, D.C. Luke is from Tennessee. And so in the 10th through 12th grade competition, there were about 10 different teams that had to qualify in December to advance to the second round qualifier. In January, the second round qualifier, they took the top five teams from the 10 teams, which is a great accomplishment for them. And so they were kind of surprised this year. They finished in fifth place and just barely got through the second qualifier into the finals. So I said, to them, this is going to be a little bit more competition in the past. And during the final round qualifier, they did a surprising job. Out of the five teams, they finished second, and they were I think 1 second behind first place from a team from, I believe, California. And what's great about our school and our students, we are completely virtual, whereas we meet, um, you know, through a virtual environment, 8 by 8, and the students couldn't have done better collaboratively, effectively communicated the problem-solving skill of the final round qualifier, which was
Yeah,
really cool for the students and me to see.
yeah. Our Keystone, we service so many students from all over the place. It's such a interesting and honestly kind of rare thing where we get to pull our students together to be like in person at like this competition. And you said is this our fourth year?
This is our fourth year to get into the finals. I can't believe it. And I get to see the people, the students, um, personally. So, like, we're teaching in a virtual environment, but then we get to go to the Stride headquarters, which is completely awesome. It's a world of educational games, activities, different cubicles for clubs. It's just a really cool experience for us to meet on up. And then the next year, we had Luke join our team. And whenever Luke joined our team, it was made up of three students. So I get to meet three different families and three different students in person. So it's not like, we're teachers here just teaching an AI bot or someone differently. So these people do exist. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Um, Very talented with block code. It's amazing what these kids have done to qualify for the fourth time because this year, I'm going to tell you this, the competition, it's getting harder with, autonomous vehicles and learning just how to code robots is like, it's fascinating to me, to be honest
The
with you.
hot topic. Has AI had any kind of impact on the competition and how it's
That's a great question. I try to use AI from their block code, and the AI absolutely spitted me out the wrong code. So, but our students, and Luke, he was like, "Thanks, Mr. Carlick. I tried to do what the AI did, but it's not gonna work." So, don't always trust the AI. And
we
Luke,
still need people.
we still need people. So in 10th grade, these kids, I mean, to finish where they did second, and I don't know the grade level of the other students, but I'm pretty sure they might be in 11th or 12th grade, but they did a great job again and they qualified.
Awesome. So in layman's terms, like if I didn't know what a robotics competition was, uh what am I doing? So you mentioned block code. So what does that look like if I'm in Reston, Virginia at the Stride headquarters and I walk into this robotics competition? Like what am I seeing the students do?
So you're going to see the students already have a virtual maze done, which is basically a racetrack. And they get to simulate their code to the racetrack that they have to follow around in order to finish a task. And the task is get to the finish line. And then they take their code from whenever we meet virtually into the Stride headquarters, and they actually get a physical robot from EV3. Now, whenever they get this physical robot, we all meet, we all have our computers. They take the code from the computer, plug it into the physical robot, and the code
Let's
downloads
go.
whatever they have, and the robot moves. It is kind of crazy. And then what I've learned in the past, it's just I don't get too much involved with the students. I want them to solve the problem as a group. So I'm just the facilitator watcher of them, and I'm just making sure everyone's getting along. Um, and so, like, I'm familiar with the Scrum. I'm the Scrum Master. So that's a new technology term where I am the leader of this great team. And I'm hoping this year that we're going to win. So this is one.
What's Scrum? Is that an acronym or an
That is an
abbreviation?
acronym for a new model for an information technology specialist that you can get certified in. And the Scrum Master will be the person that's certified to delegate different roles.
Oh, wonderful. The Scrum Master.
That's it. That's who I think I am anyway.
You can add
I'm
that
not
to your
certified.
teaching certif your teaching signature, the Scrum Master. You'd
Exactly.
have to have a little explanation for probably most people anyway. No, that's wonderful. So that's so exciting. That's how many days I should have figured that. It's in June, right? Coming up in
So it's
June.
going to be June 9th and 10th. We'll meet June 9th. But before that, like I said, there's going to probably be about 4 or 5 meetings where we're going to meet on the virtual platform, figure out the solution for the board. And then whenever we go into the Reston headquarters, which again is completely awesome, um, they'll get a chance to practice the code to the maze. And then the actual competition will happen June 10th.
Is there
And
anything like that bars the students from acquiring their own robot or making their own robot to test the code at home?
um, I'm sure. So that's where it's really a great question that you asked. Other schools have physical robots. One of our students has a physical robot. So that's where these kids are just so amazing to me. They're two of them, in the past have never seen the physical robot with the Lego Mindstorms, whereas the bricks and mortar schools they're practicing daily.
All the time.
They're making their map at the school. They're already trying it on out. To whereas we're just, sight unseen, we're virtual, boom, we're gonna
And
get
still
people out
showing
the
so
field.
much success through that. Like, and
Yes,
you can
exactly.
see, like, I know that a lot of the students in that are veteran Keystone students. They've been with us for year over year. So
Mhm.
it's wonderful to see that progression. But that's so exciting. And I'm sure I'm probably going to try to talk to you after the competition as well. Maybe we'll get some live interview time whenever you're down in Reston, Virginia. Maybe we can orchestrate that. I know even last year, Mrs. Erica Roan was able to go down and kind of get to know some of those students as well. So she was able, our head of school was able to go and meet the students and support you as the facilitator as well. But that's so wonderful. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our Keystone community about this upcoming competition?
Absolutely. Just watch out for our robotics name, Cyberstone Keystone. So we kept it together, and this is the name that's been going now for 3 years. Cyberstorm. Keystone's going to. I'm hoping to win this year. I really am.
That's
But
awesome. Well, fingers crossed.
if we don't, it's okay. So that's what I
Of
say.
course, because you're still having a beautiful time, but everybody
Yep,
knows it's nice. It's a little bit nicer to win, but it's still all the love of learning, the love of robots, the love of school community. Oh, that's so wonderful. So thank you so much, Mr.
exactly.
Carlick, and I will definitely be checking in with you after that competition to see how everything went. But I hope that everybody here gets to experience robots in some way too. And if you want to join our robotics club, please reach out to Mr. Carlick or myself, and we would be happy to give you more information about how to do that. We do have been doing it every single year, like you said, for the past 4 years, maybe even a little bit before that. If we've been to the competition every single time we've tried. So have a wonderful day. Leave a comment in the sections like this video, and thank you so much for watching.